I've got a stat that's going to absolutely blow your mind. 80 to 94%. That is the percentage that John Gottman has found that he can spend 10 minutes with a couple and determine whether or not they're going to get a divorce or not. This is Chris Kourtakis. I'm a licensed therapist, and I want you to check out our website at askchrisk.com when you get a chance. But today we're going to talk about divorce. We're going to talk about couples that come in to see me, and we're going to talk about what that predictor of divorce really looks like and what it truly is. And when John is studying couples, and he's been doing it with his wife for, I don't know, God, 50 years, it seems like, but they are the masters of relationships, and they've written countless books and things like that, that if you want to go check them out online. But the Gottman Institute has been studying couples for years. And they came up with that 80 to 94%. And one of those predictors is how you think about your partner. How many negative thoughts, how many negative comments, how many negative interactions you have with your spouse, whether it's your wife, whether it's, your partner, it doesn't matter what it is. And it is within that 10 minutes that John can actually determine whether that couple is going to survive, whether they've been married 1 year, 20 years, or in between, that they're going to ultimately end up in a divorce. And I can tell you what, studying his information as well, I can almost sit down and guarantee when I sit down with a couple that they are going to either make it through couples counseling or they're not. And it's basically of how they address each other and how they come in. And when I hear the negative comments, we want to talk and we want to determine whether there's hope. One thing I do is I focus on hope. We want to find out if there's hope for the relationship. We want to find out if each spouse wants to rectify or what those goals are. And it is that hope that determines whether or not they're going to continue and make it throughout the sessions or create a better relationship, or if they're going to split apart. And if they do, is that going to be amicable, or what is that going to look like? But it all comes down to the thought process. Do you have negative thoughts about your spouse, or do you have hope about your spouse? Do you have hope that they're going to change? Do you have hope that the relationship is going to get better? Or do you just think that they're an asshole? Or do you think that they're a bitch? Or do you just think that they can't get anything right or do anything right? Those are the determinant factors. The way you think, whether it's going to determine whether you're going to have a successful marriage, be able to fix your marriage, or whether it's going to be in shambles or not. Those negative thoughts are dangerous, they're destructive, and they're not anywhere near positive of what we're trying to do. When we interact with our spouses, we want every engagement to be as positive as possible, even when they're not, because we're going to have our bad days. We're going to fight. And if you check out one of my other blogs, it actually talks about rules to fighting. And those rules to fighting is name calling or whatever you determine it to be. So again, those are the negative thoughts. And these couples walk in and we want to talk about different things that they're having issues with. The negative thoughts, the negative comments are something that comes up. And again, I'm going to ask those couples and I'm going to ask the individual, what is your best hopes? And as long as you have hope, and as long as you can curve those negative desires in your head and those negative thoughts and those negative outbursts, you're going to have hope to repair this relationship if that's ultimately what you want to do. But again, it's amazing that John Gottman, studying all these years, can sit down with a couple, like I said, in less than 10 minutes and have a predictor and determine whether or not they are going to make it or not. My question to you is, what kind of thoughts are you having about your spouse right now as you watch this video? What kind of thoughts are you having about the way you interact with your spouse as you're watching this video? Again, I'm Chris Kourtakis. I'm a licensed therapist. Check out our website at askchrisk.com. Do me a favor, like and subscribe down below. It helps with the algorithm so we can share this information. If there's somebody that you want to share this video with that you think it can help them, please do. But again, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you visit our website. And please leave any questions or comments below. I do answer them personally and would love to hear from you on content that I should be making. Would you love more feedback on this video? And if there's anything else that I can help you with, I really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys soon.